Hello, crew. How are you today? We're going to have a little bit of fun today, and I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to pick on somebody's personal profile, and I'm going to review it, and you are going to watch me. Now, this is really beneficial for a lot of reasons. So I want you to look at this from your eyes, with your personal profile, with what I'm reviewing with somebody else's personal profile. So I deliberately haven't looked too hard because I want sort of first impressions to pop up at me. And I've just chosen somebody randomly that on my live yesterday and the day before, I asked you guys who would like their personal profile reviewed. You said, me please. And I've just chosen somebody from those names, okay? Now, I want to give you the opportunity, those of you with a business page, I'm giving you the opportunity now to put your name down to say me, please. I'm going to do a business page tomorrow, a business page review tomorrow. So if you do have a business page and you would like it reviewed, put your name in the hat and say me, please. Down there, and I will choose somebody's name to review tomorrow. I find it, well, it's beneficial to people when I do both. So when I do a personal profile one day and I do a business page the next day, you get the perspective of both. And the feedback I get from that is that it's really useful to you guys. So depending on what kind of brand you got or what your business page is about, it won't necessarily be relevant to everybody, but you can definitely draw from what I'm going to share with you tomorrow, okay? So if you are on live with me or any of you catching the replay in the next 24 hours, I will or just under 24 hours, I'll keep that open. If you have a business page and you would like to put your hat in the ring to have it reviewed by me tomorrow live, and please don't hold yourself back. Don't think, oh, I don't want to do that. That might be a little bit scary, or she might pick on me. Then what I would say to you is get over it, because this is a really good thing, okay? If I, particularly business pages, people have to join my branding course to actually get that kind of review for me. If somebody messages me and says, can you have a look at all my work, what I'm doing and my content and all those kind of things, they have to pay me for that. So I'm giving you the opportunity to get it done for free, but you got to put me, please, in the comments section for me to be able to choose somebody. Okay, and I can have a look at your brand, your branding message, and your content and things like that. So let's just have a little bit of fun. Before we get into that, I do want to remind you, if you want to join the Cool Club and be part of our online crew coaching community and get access to over $7,700 worth of practical social media training, from building business pages to organic growth training to bots to Facebook advertising to content creation to Facebook stories to Instagram, all of the above, click the link above and have a look what's involved with our coaching community, because you can get access to all of that at the moment for next to nothing. But that's all going away after the 31st of January. So that is not going to be on offer after the 31st of January. So you want to get inside the coaching community. You can leave anytime. There's no strings attached. There's no contracts. You can leave anytime, but you want to get in before the 31st of January. So who's here to say hello to? We have Christine. How are you today? Hello, Hero. Good to see you on. Hello, Heather. Good to see you here. We've got Beth as well. Oops, what happened to my screen there? Here we go. Hello, Cheryl. Lovely to see you on. We got Andrew here. How are you? Cheryl's one of our life members. Olive is here, my right-hand girl. Me, please, from Hero. Me, please, from Heather. We've got Cherie as well. Laurie, how are you? Sheila as well. Hello, Cindy. How are you? I still can't get on the website. Can you please send me a message and give me the reason for that? Those of you that are having issues with the new members-only website, don't sit there and struggle with it. You need to message me. Don't even put a comment in the Facebook group. Send me a direct message saying, Helen, I still can't get in. We've still got technical issues with a few people. Most people are in, but don't feel special if you can't get in, because it's not just you. There are a few people that we're ironing out for one reason or the other, but you need to message me and let me know. I can't resolve it for you unless I know. So Cindy, Whatever the problem is, can you screenshot it or show me what you're getting on the screen? Send me a message, and so we can help you get in. Hello, Sheila. Laurie, can you look at mine? But there's not much there lately. So Laurie's putting her hat in the ring. Hello, Heather. How are you? We've got Asher. Me, please. Nell, how are you? I'll be brave. I love the fact that you're willing to be brave. That's awesome. Me from Kathy. How are you? Susan. We got Lucy here as well. Ford. Please say happy birthday to Ford for tomorrow in his part of the world. It's his birthday today in my part of the world, but happy birthday, Ford, for tomorrow. Hey, Janet, we've got Faye here as well. We've got Melvet. Website is awesome. Thank you, Andrew. Andrew's one of our live members as well. Jade, the website is fantastic. Thank you, guys. A lot of money and a lot of time has gone into that, and it's at no extra cost to our members. And it's just going to build and build and build, like it's just amazing. So you want to get in our coaching community before the 31st of Jan if you're not already, okay? So let me share my screen. And now if you are this person, now this person may not even be watching at the moment. So when I share my screen and show this person's page, then if you know this person, can you please tag them or send them a message and go, do you realize Helen's reviewing your page at the moment? Okay, so we want to let this person know in case they're not watching live. And whenever I do these reviews, if I do choose you, please don't take any offense when I'm critiquing you. The purpose is to give you feedback to improve your personal profile, or like tomorrow, improve your business page. So I can just give you just a critique. You can take that on board or not, up to you, and then implement certain things. And those of you watching, hopefully it'll give you some triggers as to, oh, I could probably go and change that on my personal profile, or, oh, that's probably something I'm missing. And the reason that I want to cover both is that you are not two different people. If you have a business page, and even if you concentrate a lot on Facebook advertising, do not overlook your personal profile. It's where everyone comes back to really check you out, because we are in a relationship business. Even if you do most of your business in a group, where does your group get built from? Your personal profile. Where does your business page get started from? Everything you do on Facebook starts from your personal profile. So we want you to have the best billboard possible from your personal profile, because people are curious and they go snooping. And that's where you're networking from. This is the other thing you got to remember. When you're networking on Facebook, you're mainly networking from your personal profile. So if you're in groups, chatting to friends, you know, whoever it is, it's actually a personal profile that you're networking from a lot of the time. So when people are curious about you and they click on your name and they go to your personal profile, we want that to be looking the best way possible. Now, Olive is on live. Olive, can you send me a message in Messenger in a sec when I share my screen that the screen is all good to go? So I'm going to share my screen and you'll find who the victim is today. So if you know this person, please message them and let them know that I am reviewing their page. Okay, share. And here we go. Okay. Oh, go away notifications. So let me know, Olive, if you can see the screen okay. Because if you're not aware, when I share my screen, I lose you guys. I lose me. So I just want to make sure that you can see. So this is somebody that put their name. Thank you, Olive. You're a legend. This is somebody that put their name down to have their personal profile reviewed. So I'm going to review her personal profile. So I'm presuming it's Ellie. So I'm making an assumption there because I'm not quite sure. Okay. So first impressions, and remember, guys, in social media, you've got about 6 seconds to make a first impression. Is it unfair? Maybe, but people, somebody looks at you walking down the street, they're making that you're creating a first impression. Like, we've got seconds. And unfortunately, that can actually be tied up with judgment. Like, you don't want to judge people, but this visually creates an impression. So I can see, I'm going to say Ellie because I think that's how you pronounce it. If I'm wrong, I do really apologize. But that's what I'm going to go with, okay, because I don't know this person. Okay, I think she's turned up on some lives before, but I haven't had a discussion with her. Now, in her banner, it says manager retreat. Now, that's actually something that would be, I'm presuming, obviously she's in the industry and there's a retreat. She's probably eligible for this retreat, or she's going on a treat, or she's promoting the retreat, etc. That doesn't mean anything to anybody else. Okay, so I wouldn't necessarily recommend that's a good banner representation for Ellie. This is prime real estate. On a personal profile or on a business page, your banner is one of the first things people see when they go and check you out. So if I was going to check her out, who is this person? Are they interesting? Is this somebody I want to build more of a relationship with? Is this something that someone that I'd like to connect with? So what I'm saying is manager retreat. So one, that could be confusing to people because they just don't know what it means. So it's not really serving much of a purpose. Being the prime real estate that it is, I would recommend there's probably something else that she could put there that's going to help me get to know Ellie a little bit better. Okay, so there's probably just a little bit of a missed opportunity. I can kind of understand that she's trying to promote it and send a message out to people, and that it might be something exciting in her world. But to me, it kind of doesn't mean anything. Okay, her profile picture is not bad. She's got a beanie on, but I can still see her face. I would always recommend, this is going to sound so contradictory, but I would recommend, and it's quite a nice picture, so I'd probably leave it, but just be careful with hats and sunglasses. Now, mine has got this on it, but that's my branding message. That's actually deliberate. And you can still see, because the hat's too small anyway, worst fitting hat you've ever seen. No need to comment, guys. I already know that, because it's actually a kid's hat. It's not an adult's hat. We got it on a cruise for the kids. That's why I've got two, because Ollie and Zach both have one. Anyway, just a side note. So, not too bad. It's a nice, fairly close-up picture of her face, so I can recognize her face. So the beanie's probably not too bad. But just be careful if your profile picture, where you're covered in a hat, or, just don't use sunglasses and things like that. People need to see your eyes. So if your profile picture is too distant, like I can't actually see you, or it's your whole family in the profile picture, I'd change that. You put the whole family in the banner in the background if you want, but your profile picture is what you're networking with. This is how you're visually connecting with people, and people connect with visual clues sometimes before they will words. So your profile picture, don't underestimate the importance of that. Hopefully it's not a thing. It's not a cat or a dog or an image or things like that. You want that to be a nice, clear picture of yourself. So Ellie's is not too bad, okay? Now let's go on to see what she says about herself. Cherishing the joys of parenting and simple pleasures that all together create a beautiful life. Bit wishy-washy for me. It doesn't really tell me much about what her passions are or what she does. So if she's in the industry, if she's in the, home-based industry, network marketing, direct sales, whatever you want to call it, there's probably a missed opportunity there for her to tell me really what she does. So I can tell that she's a mum, cherishing the joys of parenting, so that's okay. And the simple pleasures that all together create a beautiful life, it's just nice words, but it doesn't really help me get to know her. So you want to use that as prime real estate as well underneath your name, what you say about you. Like I think mine says social media coach. Like I actually tell people what I do. So they can know instantly what is connecting with me as a passion. So you want to try to achieve that. Now, do you know Ellie? So this tells me the fact that that's there. If she was in complete public, I probably wouldn't see that. Okay, so I'm not sure what kind of settings that she's got on her page, whether she's got partial kind of public access on some of her settings. But if you really want to build a business on social media and connect with as many human beings as you can, make sure in your settings of your personal profile that everything is set to public. Okay, so I'm not quite sure whether she is or she isn't, because you don't normally see this if it's full public. Okay. Also here, I can see in her intro, she hasn't got a follow button turned on. Turn your follow button on, people. If you don't have your follow button turned on your personal profile, not everybody wants to friend request you, but if your personal profile is public, everybody can see your content anyway. They can stalk you, which is a good thing. Most of the time when people are working out whether they want to connect you with, but you want to start building followers on a personal profile. So if I don't want to, she's got public content, so there's something there for me to see, which is good. But people that are really in lockdown are friends only, and I can't see any content. I can't even follow them, and there's nothing to follow anyway. So we want to open up all that access in our settings, and you want to turn the follow button on so people can follow you on your personal profile. Those of you that have 5,000 friends, which is our maximum number on a personal profile, and I'm not suggesting for a minute that you, okay, mate, talking to children, I'm not suggesting for a minute that you, now I've lost my train of thought. What's I saying? Ollie, kids, I'll tell you. With school holidays, we've got, what's today? 1 more week of school holidays. In Australia, sorry for digressing, but we have 7 weeks of school holidays in our summer holidays, and we've got just under a week to go, but the kids are always home. So back to the follow button. You want to turn that follow button on, and you want to give people the ability to follow you, because you always want to keep that growing. So you want to give people the option, if they don't want to friend request you, but they want to see your stuff. And here's how important the follow button is. If you did not catch my live yesterday and you have a business page, please go and watch my live from yesterday regarding how important the follow button is moving forward. And I showed you on screen how to change your button on your business page. Okay, but we want to have it here as well. Okay, so that's missing. I'd go and turn that on, Ellie. So the first thing I see is January 19th, so not too long ago, so that's good. So let me just, before I look at the content and critique that, let me look at how often she's posting. So January 19th, January 17th, only a couple of days in that. January 15th, another 2 days. January 13th, another 2 days. January 12th, the day before. We've got January 10. We've got January 10, January 9, January 6, 7, 8, 9, 3 days, 5, 6. So the good thing she's got going on here is she is regularly posting. So that's a good thing. Okay, she's always putting content, whether it's the right content, we'll get to in a moment. But this one is definitely something to be wary of. So the fact that that says this content isn't available right now leads me to believe she may have shared it from a group that she's in, but not everyone on her personal profile is in. So that's the reason that you see that kind of message. So she's shared something that obviously rings true to her. Trying was my best decision, and we've got no idea what she's talking about because we don't have access to whatever that post is. Now, normally that comes from somebody sharing it from a group. So the people that are inside the group will actually see that. But anybody that's not inside of the wherever she shared that from can't see the content. So that's not a good thing to have shown. And I do see that quite a lot. So you just got to be careful where you're sharing content from, that it is actually public content. Okay. It could be from somebody else's personal profile. Then their personal profile is in lockdown, so the public can't see it. So that could be also, you know, the reason for that. Okay, so what do we see next? Still memorable, still great time was had, and she's obviously doing something in another language as well. So this is obviously just reminders of what's happened in December. So this is not a bad thing. There's probably, is there music with this? Yeah, Ellie's December. Okay, quite like that. I think that's a good piece of content. I'd probably say something a little bit more meaningful here, but that helps me get to know Ellie. This is what our personal profiles are for. You want people to look at you and go, oh, she looks lovely. She looks like somebody I could connect with. She's got similar interests to I have. I love what she has to say. I love what she has to share. I love what she stands for. Okay, so that's quite a good piece of content because it helps me get to know her. It looked like she was in a uniform, like a nurse or something. Again, I don't know Ellie, so I don't know anything about her, but obviously she's a mum. There's pictures of kids there. It had some music behind it. You know, that was pretty good. Okay, so what do we got here? Nothing can beat a simple swing, not even the best cartoon. We love our escapade today. Even though we almost froze our noses off. And again, so doing it in a couple of different languages. So that's smart if that's something that's relevant to you. So we've got some pictures here just, you know, hanging out, obviously on a swing, okay? So not bad content on a personal profile, sharing what you're up to, sharing pictures of the family. So it helps me get to know that, you know, there's at least one kid here, you know, doing something fun. Okay. We're not in the mood for roaming the kitchen today. Treated ourselves to a family meal with the commission. Okay. Now we're getting a bit interesting. Treating ourselves to a family meal with the commission from my last order. Anthony never really liked Subway before, but I can see he's slowly becoming the biggest fan. So we've got a picture here of Subways, obviously the Go, and then, okay, looky here. So it's taken me, and I've gone through this slowly. Most people would go to this thing and just scroll, and they might open up your photos. So probably within seconds, I now know that she's in the Body Shop, okay? I wouldn't recommend that. And here's the reason for that, which a lot of you are taught opposite. You know, to that, I would, if you wanted to share that and you're sharing a message about commission, I would share it without this bit on the top because you've just given everything away. You want to lead with curiosity and lead with value so people reach out to you, or you have a call to action regarding something that you're doing or something that you have to offer, and you open the door for people to reach out to you, you know, about something that's important to you. No one cares what company you're in. No one cares about a company name. If they do care, I can now go Google it and go, okay, the Body Shop, and I can go online, Body Shop, and I could probably find somewhere to order a product from the Body Shop, and I've completely bypassed you. So, and now I know what she's doing. It's like, okay, how do you manage that? What's the Body Shop? Okay, Google, Body Shop. Oh, look at this page. Look at all these products. Oh, I love the look of that thing. I might order some of that. So I've completely bypassed Ellie because she's given all the answers away within about, you know, a few seconds of me being on her page. So I would recommend you keep the curiosity. The message is okay. You know, treating ourselves to a family meal with a commission from my last order. Okay, we're sending a message. You could probably even beef that message up a little bit, but I wouldn't be showing where, you know, where we're from. Okay. What company you're with, I'm in. Thank you so much for my lovely package to someone. I love diaries and notebooks. Would definitely put it to good use. I'm ready for 2021. So that's lovely. That's good. That's inspirational. Someone sent her a gift. So that's pretty cool. Okay, what have we got here? We've got a quote. I want to work for a company that contributes to and is part of the community. I want something not to just invest in. I want something to believe in, the founder of the Body Shop. It doesn't mean anything to me. It doesn't probably mean anything to the people, you know, on her page. So congratulations. What are we congratulating her for? Area manager title, September to she's achieved something. So I would include that somehow with her name on it and just crop out Body Shop at home and crop it out of the top and use that as an opportunity to share something meaningful about how grateful that she is for being the company that she's in and what it means to her and contributing and, you know, something being meaningful, not just investing it. Like use the opportunity to say something meaningful in the description, but still create the curiosity. And people go, oh, I wonder what she's doing or I wonder what she's an area manager of. Like leave that curiosity there. Okay. Oh, this is where we updated the cover photo on January 10th. I've already spoken about that, so I won't sort of go on about that much more, but that would mean a lot to her, but it doesn't really mean anything to anybody else. Unless you're already in that company and they're praising her and encouraging her, but that's when you end up with an inbred timeline. So wouldn't necessarily recommend that. Today is our virtual kickoff start conference. Where are all my whatever game changers at? No real, other than promoting for yourself to have an inbred timeline, because the only people that are going to engage with that, and look, it really didn't get an engagement anyway. There were 2 people that liked that post. So this is not really a post that, means anything to anybody on her personal profile or anybody looking in. Like, that doesn't mean anything to me. And the only people that are going to comment are people that are working with her in the company, and that causes an inbred timeline. So I probably wouldn't recommend a post like that. The face when you realize you overslept, but you can stay where you are. Cute kid photo. Kids' photos get more of a reaction. Look at that. We've got 10 here versus 2 up there. So definitely keep something like that. This was my savior this past year. Kept me sane, productive, and inspired. Being a part of something so amazing, My Body Shop. Look in the comments. This is my team in the pink square. Growing and helping others to stay positive where life throws at us. Stay safe. We will get through this. That's obviously a picture of a team. That's not going to mean anything to anybody outside the industry. I think there's a message here that could be said in a different way. I wouldn't necessarily use there's a good story behind that. There's, her business has been her savior. She's been productive and inspired. You always want to potentially put images of people rather than things like this, it's just going to confuse people, especially people that are not already in the industry. And she's mentioned the Body Shop as well. Oh, what's she doing? What business is she in? The Body Shop? Oh, I'm going to go and Google that. Something that might be much more meaningful would be, I am so incredibly grateful, to the people and the leaders and my teammates in my online business, or whatever you want to call it. The last year has been challenging for so many people around the world. People are really struggling out there, including myself. I found the isolation at various times really hard, and blah, 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 blah. Where people will follow you is when you've got emotion and passion about things. So what I recommend regarding posts on social media is don't just go for information, go for a story. Information is just facts. It's about things. It's about details. It's about a picture showing something. A story draws people in and helps them connect with you. They can read your story and go, yeah, that was me. I really struggled last year. Oh, I wonder what she's doing that kept her productive and inspired. And you can have a call to action at the end. Like if you've got challenges, like if any of the above resonates with you, reach out to you. I'm more than happy to share with you what I'm up to and what I'm doing, because this might be something that can help you be really productive and inspired in 2021. Can you see the difference between, just a factual post, which is she's just trying to say thank you, and she's excited about a company, but she's mentioned the company, she's included an image that doesn't really mean much to the average person, and it's probably missing some emotion of what that actually means to you. So try not to tell people just information. You were productive and inspired. Well, that's good, but what does that mean? What does being productive mean to you when there were challenges around the world and lockdown? How important is you to be inspired when we're in a world that people are really struggling? Does that make sense? I can't see any of your comments at the moment. I hope you can all still see me and this is making sense to you. And I'll go back to the comments. Is this helpful to those of you that are watching, whether you're live or on the replay? I'd love to know if this is sort of helping. And Ellie, if you're not live and you're watching a recording of this, please don't see any of this as criticism. We don't know what we don't know what we don't know. So I'm just trying to share some critique with you to make it better. Okay. And this is what happens when we put posts out like this, is the people that are going to comment on it are people she already works with within the Body Shop, which then results in an inbred timeline. So if you don't know what I mean by that, is when you put a post out and only the people within your team comment, and that sends signals to the algorithm that says this person likes this person's content and this person is commenting back and they're commenting back again. So we'll send more of this person's content to this person and vice versa. So the only people that are seeing your content are the people that you already work with. So your social media can very much work against you if you have an inbred timeline and you put a post out and you go out to your team saying, can you please give me a whole lot of love on this post? And then it's all your team members that are loving on the post. Guess what signals that sends to the algorithm? Just send this content to this person and this content to this person, and you're busting your ass trying to create some amazing content on social media. But the way the algorithm works, the only people that are seeing it are the people that you're already working with. That's not going to help you build your team or get customers. Okay, let's just go a little, I'm conscious of time, so I'll just go a little bit further. The 2021 wall calendar arrived. I've been creating them for Nadia since she was a baby. I just can't help it. We'll probably be doing them for years to come. Do you have wall calendars? Do you find them useful? Do you have personalized ones? I'd love to know. And then in another language as well. So in relation to a call to action, this is quite good because it's interesting. It's got a couple of images with it. It's just sharing something regarding calendars, but there's 3 questions there. When you've got a call to action of some sort, try to only have 1 for people, because when there's too much thrown at them, they actually, it might be confusing what to answer. I mean, it's not in reality, but 3 questions could probably actually cause somebody to not comment at all. You ask 1 question, it's very direct, and they can answer just that 1 question. So do you use wall calendars? Is wall calendars something you've used in the past? Let me know. 1 question. Okay, so that would probably drive for more engagement, because we actually haven't got any comments at all here. So engagement is low. Sitting and working on the content for my group with Oasis blaring in my headphones. How didn't I love them before? It's okay. It's sharing kind of what she likes. She could probably beef that out a little bit. What does that really mean? Content for my group. Content for what type of group? At least put in there for my something or other group, and be a little bit more specific. Like, let people know what you're up to. Okay, we've got determined. No idea what this post means because it's not showing up again. Okay, I love a happy post. Kids' clothes and accessories, that they're always packed nicely. Okay, kids' clothes and accessories. It's okay. It's just sharing something about packing. To all my friends and family, Happy New Year. Now, it's taken me until the 1st of January. So we're 20 odd days into January. And this is the first time I've seen a selfie or a photograph of Ellie. So what I would also recommend is that you show up, your face, selfies, what you're doing, like share you more often. So this could be something that she could incorporate more, regarding herself and letting me get to know her. Because I don't think there was any other photo since then regarding her face. And that's really important on personal profiles. So try not to take photographs of everybody else. You want to incorporate photographs of yourself, because you're networking with people. If you want to build your business on social media, it's a relationship between you and somebody else. And they can only get to know you, if they're from the cold market, or you want to draw more people from your personal profile to your group, if they get to know you. So if you're not showing up, people can't get to know you. So there's, obviously I could go on. I'm conscious of time. Just see. Okay, getting ready for my sofa gala. Just need to fluff the cushions and I'm ready for 21. How are you celebrating? Now that's cute. I like that. There's a couple of products there. Unless I really zoomed in, or I can see that they are, if I really wanted to look, The Body Shop. So, that's not too bad. It's more a curiosity post, but something like that is actually good. Like, it's creating curiosity. Look, there's 12 engagements on that one, which is better than a lot of our other content going out. So you put pictures of yourself up, guys, you will get more engagement. And do something funny, expression, share more of you. Do things like this, sharing products, preferably without the company name on it, because that's what people go and look for, and then they're going to go and Google again. And the other thing of people that go and find that don't know anything about our industry or the company, The unfortunate thing about something like Google is it's usually the negative articles that are sitting at the top. Like, you could have an amazing company, and this is a great company that she's aligned with, but there's always something negative that somebody wants to go on Google. And when you want to get somebody intrigued about what you do and your business opportunity, you want to lead the information. You don't want Google to go and lead the information. But if you give out the name of the company, then everybody's just Googling away and, oh, I read a bad review about that company. Those kind of things. So I could go on and on here. Or here's a better one. So she was better in 1st of January, December. It was her birthday. So happy birthday back for December, Ellie. That's a good photo. I can see what she looks like. I can see what she's doing. She eats pizza. I eat pizza. I love pizza. There's another one. Look at this. Now where maybe she was just busy in January, but this is a lot better. Happy Monday evening, rest, reflect, write your intentions. Better post, Ellie. Do more of that. Happy Anthony is still at his age. Love cuddles. More of that. Great stuff. Merry Christmas. So she's not going live, a live video here or there on a personal profile so we can really get to know you. Body Shop anniversary, I'd put that somewhere else. Maybe she did go live. Oh, it's a promo one. Okay, I'm not going to watch any more of that, but I love that. But I'd love it even more if I didn't know what it exactly was. So I've got to reach out to Ellie going, I love that video of yours. What do you actually use? Because I don't need to message Ellie because I know exactly what she's using. So you want people to be curious to reach out to you so you can have a conversation. But I know what company she's with. I know what product she's using from. So just creating a bit more curiosity can be really helpful. So I could go on and on, but in fairness to Ellie, her content was a lot, try not to stop me. What are you snacking on? So that's a good post. We've got 7 engagements and we've actually got 4 comments. Now, if you've looked at any of her other posts, there hasn't been many comments on many of her posts, but she's got 4 comments here. So that's a step in the right direction. Like it's just, there's better content further down. So I'm going to, hang on. I just got to get my screen here. Hang on. I need to minimize my screen. Okay, there we go. So I'm just going to stop sharing because I'm just getting conscious of time, guys. But is that helpful to see me critique somebody else's page and what I'm sharing with you regarding, different types of content and letting people get to know you? And she did actually have some good, more personal content and selfies and one-liners with questions and some engagement and stuff further down. So I'm sure if I kept going, there was some really good stuff on her page. It was just the latter stuff that was, not necessarily, as good as her latter stuff. So I just want to check in with you guys. Now, was I talking about 5,000 friends when I lost my train of thought when Ollie came in? So yeah, there are some trainers that will say just, Facebook friend request 5, 10, 20 people a day and get to your 5,000. The algorithm doesn't work in your favor that way. If you've got 5,000 people and, you don't know 4,950 of them, and nobody engages with you, you're actually killing your own algorithm. Because what Facebook sees is Helen's got 5,000 friends, which I don't. I deliberately don't go to that number. But let's say I did. Helen's got 5,000 friends, but, there's only this many of them that are actually engaging with her regularly. Like, if I had 5,000 friends and all 5,000 people I talked to on whatever different story, and the algorithm would be going crazy for me. But if you've got a lot of people sitting there that you just don't engage with and they don't engage with you, there's no incentive for Facebook to send out your content to more people. Okay, so it can be damaging for you. So thanks for that, Nell. Okay, so Valerie, these are such good tips. Jennifer, yes, it's helping. This is very helpful. Heather, great tips. Awesome. Deb, thank you. This is always helpful. We would all have things that we can change, and nobody's perfect. Like, don't beat yourself up. And I certainly don't want Ellie to do that because she's actually got some really good content down there. And I love that little video. She should do more of that because it's showing her face and it's creating curiosity. She's actually using a lot of products, but I can't really see what they are. But she's got a big body shop at, at the beginning of it. And I would encourage you to take that out. Makes a lot of sense. I definitely don't want an inbred timeline. Great page, Ellie. Thank you for sharing this with us. Great learning experience. Thank you, Helen, for the great review of this personal page. And I could go on and on and on and on, but yeah, I'll catch up with your comments after because I've already gone for 40 minutes. So I hope that's beneficial to you. I would actually pass this video on to other people in your team to learn from and benefit from. Because the better your personal profile is, maybe the more people that connect at you and they look at you and go, oh, she's a pretty cool person to connect with, or he. Okay, so it's really, really important. Now, remember, tomorrow I'm doing a business page. If you've jumped on later than when I mentioned this earlier, if you would like your business page reviewed, because it's a different perspective, it's a different goal, it's a different strategy. So I do want to do that tomorrow. So if you're up for it, then, and you haven't already put in the comments, me please, put that down in the comments and I'll put your name in the hat to choose somebody's name to do a business page tomorrow. So I recommend that you turn up with me tomorrow and we can go through this process again on a business page and you can learn from that experience. Okay, so thank you for joining me today, live today, guys, and those of you catching the replay. And don't forget the link above regarding our coaching community and hanging out with the cool kids before the 31st of January. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Have an awesome rest of the day, whatever part of the day it is for you. And Ford, if you're still on, happy birthday for tomorrow. Bye, guys.